Let's play darts. Right, yeah, that sort of sums things up really so far. I would describe this as terrible. All over the place. One didn't even make the board. One hit the 5, one hit the 20, all far apart. So this is a good example of where I'm at the moment. So for anybody out there, oh, that's better. I'm going to play properly every day for at least 20 minutes. And by recording it, I think I'm going to be solving two things here. One is accountability, making sure that I'm accountable and being here every day, getting 20 minutes in. And second of all, because I am such a beginner, there's going to be so many things that I'm doing wrong that are so obvious that hopefully people will be able to say, Samson, what are you doing, mate, with this arm? Why is it moving so much? Okay, concentrate just on that and come back. Do that for 3 weeks. Okay, maybe my posture is bad. Am I leaning forward enough? So to give you a breakdown of where I'm at, I've been playing on and off for years, but never had my own board like throughout that period. So most of my training has just been I just rock up at my friend's house, have a few beers, throw some darts, just like a lot of you, I guess. And it's only this year, really. It's only this year, really. Let's ignore that I've decided to put some proper hours in. And darts is just electric at the moment. When I first started watching darts, so to help you give an idea of when I started watching, my favourite player was Dennis Priestley, Dennis the Menace. And that's when I sort of started watching. And obviously Phil Taylor was around then. All the sort of old names like Rod Harrington, and I actually really like Peter Manley, believe it or not. And yeah, that's how I sort of got into it. And I've always loved darts because what I will tell you, and this is a fact, and I won't throw many facts out there, but darts is the purest sport in the world. Darts is the purest sport in the world. Fact. And I'll explain that, why that is, at some point, I'm sure. If you're watching this, I'm sure you love darts. So you already know that. So yeah, I've been playing for the last month, I guess, properly. Like consistently, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. I've been watching loads of YouTube videos on like technique. The first 2 or 3 weeks, all I was doing was like changing my throw, grip, everything about it. So, for example, I've always played like I guess most people play, and I guess it's not the worst way to play, but you'll find out why it was an error. Was I'd be very much side on, leaning over, throwing darts like this, and this is how I always played. And that's not too bad actually, really, considering a strong 22. But one of the first videos I saw was work out whether you're left or right eye dominant. Now, as you may have noticed so far, I'm left-handed, and I throw with my left is interesting because I'm actually right eye dominant, and I found that out through went on a stag do and did clay pigeon shooting. I'm firing these pigeons, clay pigeons. I'm missing everything, and I thought I'd be fantastic at it. And the man said, did this little test on me with the eyes, like looking at a certain thing, and your finger out, closing the eye, and seeing which eye moves if you close it. And it basically, I'm right eye dominant. He said, put that shotgun thing in your right arm, and it felt so uncomfortable. I was like, there's no chance of me that I can hit anything. I can't hit with the left hand, I can hit with the right. And of course, comes up, I start hitting everything with this right hand, even though it felt so awkward, and because I'm following my right eye. So I didn't know I was right eye dominant. It's not ideal because I'm not really sure how much I should be. Like, should I be throwing it out of this eye like this? Should I be just like doing like a Bobby George style, like across? Whoa, easy son, and things like that. And I guess all I've changed is having been this way. I've really squared up to the board, like Luke Humphrey style, and as you can see, it's really working every now and again. So yeah, that's what I've changed with that. So I'm much straighter on. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do. I'm sure people can tell me, what the best thing to do is. I concentrate a lot on. I changed my grip, so I think I always never touched the point before. But my grip is at the moment, and I guess maybe it will change as things develop. But I could get that funny finger that doesn't really work properly. That for some reason I don't know why we had that on the body. Maybe we should just get rid of that. But I hold it like just look on the nib there, just like that, really on the point, and that seems to be working okay for me. But look, I'm open to ideas, and what fascinates me is that some of these grips you see on TV, and the classics over the years, like where they hold it and where they throw it from, I never understand how people get to that stage where they're like, oh yeah, that was the best thing for me. Like, should I be hurling darts like behind like this because that might be the most suitable thing for me, or right at the end, or whatever. And I suppose most people just say it's practice, really, and trying different things. But I want to be on the right path, and I don't, I feel like I'm miles better than I was a month ago. But my goodness, this sport is not easy, is it? It's you've got to throw a lot of arrows to get at least reasonably, a decent average, a respectable average. You're going to be on this hockey for quite some time, and that's what I'm going to do. And I definitely feel better. It's unfortunate. But you know what? The best thing about it is you get to play darts, and darts is so good. And the best thing I like about it having now like consistently been playing, is, and like clearly now I'm talking a lot, as you can tell. But when I'm alone, I'm quite. It's like meditational sort of thing. It's like your quiet time. So yeah, I the whole thing is fantastic, and I hope more people get involved. And look, let's not beat around the bush. The sport's blown up all of a sudden because of Luke Littler, and rightly so. Him coming on the scene like he has, and getting, what I've noticed is getting so many kids involved, so many young people involved, which is so good for the sport going forward. And it's been growing for so many years anyway. But what I really appreciate is having joined or been on like the darts on Facebook groups, the darts discussion groups, and tips around how to play better. And look, clearly at the moment, every man and their dog are putting their like 180s up all the time. So I will tell you now, I've never hit a 180. Closest I've got, I've probably hit about maybe 4 or 5 140s. And yeah, I don't feel like I'm that close to it. I feel like I'm getting better. I'm not really fussed about hitting them. It would be really good. I think that would be it would give me a good indication that I'm going in the right direction. And yeah, it will be amazing. But yeah, no 180 yet in my life. And as you can tell, that 3, I may be waiting a while yet, but that's okay. Darts wise, I picked up these little ones. I can't remember the name of them, but I got these ones on Amazon. A nice 22-gram tungsten dart with a love a review, very good reviews. So I went for this, and I guess one day soon I should go to a dart shop, maybe spend a few hours throwing darts, different weights, different types, different flights, perhaps, and see what's most suitable. But I guess for now, these seem to do the job. So yeah, that's better. Getting them grouped together like that is becoming more frequent though. So that's sort of what I'm really focusing on, is just trying to get some consistency. Like get beforehand, if maybe I hit one dart out of the three, sort of in the area I wanted it, and now I'm hitting 3 darts, you know, more or less the area I want to hit them in is happening much more frequently. Oh dear. But yeah, I thought on Good Monday, I think it's called Good Monday, I think it's just called Easter Monday. On Easter Monday, I thought throw some arrows, stick it up on the interweb, and even if I get one person reply to say, look, watch your video, your body movement is far too much on the 3rd dart. Just make sure just the first dart and the 3rd dart, make it the same, everything the same, and just focus on that. If somebody said that would be really helpful. But I'm just looking for free training, basically. But there's some fantastic darts videos. I will try and link some if anyone does end up watching these, to some really good ones in terms of training, little hints and tips. I can't remember the name of any of those YouTubers who have done them, but there is actually some really good stuff on there. I really would recommend picking up a few tips from them. Stuff that maybe you hadn't even thought about before. Different training games, stuff like that, really. Look at that. That is what I'm trying to do more and more of, is hit this this grouping. And what I've noticed is, I don't know if anyone, very commonly, is that I will hit 2 down here like this, or even 3 or 1, or whatever. Very rarely I'll hit them where I think they should be, is up here. So obviously we'll go for the treble 20, but when missing, obviously all the time, commonly on this lower segment, rarely on the upper segment. And I don't think that's ideal, because having watched enough darts, that's not really where you want them up higher. And even now, I was trying to hit higher. There, I mean, that's too high. So that's quite a common issue. And what else do I struggle on? Really struggle hitting bull. Let's try some bull shots. Better, those two. I don't know what happened with this middle one, but that goes back to the consistency thing. Even though it's coming more frequent, it's unusual to get 3 where I want them. One will normally go walkies. Let's try some more bull. I mean, what I will say is actually with these shots I'm throwing here, this is probably a little bit above par from where I've normally do. These aren't too bad. Well, 19. Just to give you an idea where I'm at. I mean, I'm actually playing slightly better than I normally do. I did a little test run just to check this audio and stuff, and then it basically failed anyway. But the point is, I was a lot worse that day, so I don't want to give too many expectations, because look, some of these darts are not bad. Should probably keep playing while I'm in good form. My average, so I've got the Darts Hopper app, the Darts counter score app, or whatever it is, and my average, it would be higher today having thrown all these darts, but my average is around about 40. So is it level 4 in terms of play? So what I'll do is I'll go through all those games that are on there. So I'll go around the clock in singles, I'll go around the clock on doubles. My double percentages is around 10%, sometimes a little higher, sometimes a bit lower. So I'd say around there. And yeah, I'm hitting on average at the moment about 40. Yeah. I'm really trying to, every day I'll go around the clock on doubles, and I've done that since the start. I think for me, I feel like, I guess with any new player, that's the area where you feel, wow, that's going to take the longest time. to proceed. So let's throw, shall we just throw a couple just to show you? Well, I'll probably be awful at this now. Let's go for double one. See, I'm quite pleased. I'd be quite pleased with those just because they're in the general vicinity. We'll go for double two. We'll go right down the board. Hey ho, see? And then we get calm. Look, there's one in. Blast. But yeah, I'm hitting treble. I think hitting doubles is it's just exciting. Love hitting a double. Love hitting double. I guess before I'd even start training, I could never even dream of hitting a double. So to start hitting them on a daily basis is really, really great. Right. I think that's about 20 minutes up, really. More or less, probably. I'm probably going to throw some more. That's awful. Throw some more arrows later on anyway. Yeah, so that's where we're at. That's a general overview. I'm going to try and watch some of the darts, the European Tour finals tonight in Germany. Loving that at the moment. I think, having a look earlier, fancy Aspinall. Don't know why, just do. Thought he did really well last week, and he's just been quite good this year so far. Been really solid. Been a little bit unlucky not to have picked up a title or two, to be fair. So yeah, I will be tuning in to that. Loved the boxing last night. Anyone watched the boxing last night? That was exceptional. Joe Fraser Clark versus Fabio Wardley. My goodness, Fabio Wardley's nose. Wow, brutal. That fight was absolutely brutal. Fair play to Fabio Wardley, because even halfway through that fight, that nose was not great. He will be sore this morning, and a draw was probably fair. And look, we'll finish up with a strong 11. Good night, and God bless.